time synergy. Hello and welcome to my review of Foxspirit Matchmaker Red Moon Pact. The amount of times I've had to re-record this because that seems to be a tongue twister for me is insane. I watched this on the iQIYI app. There's 36 episodes, including an additional special episode that's about 10 minutes long, and they're about 40 to 45 minutes per episode. So if you do binge, you can watch this one relatively quickly. It is Asanzia, which for those who don't know, Asanzia is high fantasy. So that kind of show is usually right down my alley. So that's why I wanted to watch it more so than who was in it. Which brings me to the leads. Our leading man is played by Gunjun, who played Dongfang Yuchi, and Young Mi, who played Tushan Hong Hong, and she was our leading lady. Now, as is now my habit, I am going to start with the bits I didn't like and then end with some of the stuff I did like. Now, whilst I was still in the beginnings of watching this show, I did spot a Facebook post. I didn't read all of it because I didn't want spoilers. The netizens were complaining about the direction of this show. Now, I haven't looked up why, because I think I know. So some of this direction in the show was quite a choice. The one major thing that I picked up throughout was there were a lot of things that just suddenly happened with very little explanation. There were a couple of places where we had explanations, but it was told to us through a character, like an as you know situation. And it is very much better to show rather than tell in shows like this, particularly if you are looking at relationships between people. I think this show probably could have benefited from being 2 seasons and being much longer, because there are several things in this show that feel very rushed, and because it's the shorter format, even though they didn't go up to 40 episodes, the end felt very, very rushed, at least for me, and more so than a lot of shows that have been done recently as well, which is saying something. Another issue I had was some of the motivations for the characters. So you would have lots of little side plots going on in this show, and not to give any spoilers, but there were some situations where you're like, hang on, when did that happen? And I think this show could have benefited from more episodes, maybe even a second season, because a lot of it felt rushed. A lot of it felt missed out. It almost felt like they'd edited out quite a bit, and it affected the story as a result, which was a shame because I think I would have been more invested had they put more effort into really building the characters more and making us more invested in those characters. To be fair though, that's not just a director's issue, that is also the writer's issue. So now I've whinged about all the stuff I didn't like, let's mention a few things I did like. The costume department did an excellent job, especially with the costuming for the spirits. For example, you had the Foxspirit clan, you had the Tree Spirit clan, and so on. And their costuming was sort of tailored towards what they are. For example, you had foxes, you had white foxes, you had red foxes, you had black foxes, and they all had costuming that matched with those. The Tree Spirits had browns and greens, and they looked stunning. Another thing of note is the makeup department did an absolutely beautiful job. Some of that facial makeup, especially the little symbols on their foreheads, were absolutely beautiful. The eye makeup for the girls as well was stunning. You also had some boys that had it in the spiritual clan, and I think that the makeup department did an absolutely brilliant job with this. They even had some, I believe, physical effects as well. Some of the spirits had physical prosthetics on to make them look like less human looking spirits, and that was really commendable. Lastly, I want to mention the special episode. It was only 10 minutes long, and I thought it was really cute. I personally would have done it in a different way to how they've done it, but I liked how they gave everybody from all of the love stories a little ending in this special episode. So if you watch this, do make sure you watch it somewhere where you have access to that special episode. So would I recommend you watch this? Did I like it? It was a meh from me. I'd probably say maybe a 5 out of 10. If you really like your Zanzia dramas, then yeah, check it out. There's enough in there to keep you interested. If you don't really like Zanzia dramas, magic, things like that, then yeah, maybe give it a miss. There's not enough in the story to keep someone interested unless they're into Zanzia. But did you watch this and do you agree with me? Leave a comment. Do feel free to like this video, subscribe or follow wherever you're watching this for more. And I'm going to edit a few more videos and then I'm going to start watching Joy of Life Season 2. So watch out for my review of that, as well as potentially my review of Season 1, because I have watched that. Till next time, bye!
Showtime, Synergy!